Hi, Mo. You want to go hunting? Oh my God, he's going to shoot me. He's going to
Wait,
shoot
what
my
happened?
Mo said this opening video makes me want to go hunting.
Hey everyone. Hey Cat
Oh,
Eyes. Hippie, Mo, Laura, Lynn. People get mad that I say hi to people. Hey Leonard. Hey Shari, Teresa, Ilana. Hey GB, Laura. Did I repeat myself? Hey Jess. Jess, I was telling Kaz earlier about one of your comments in the missing 3 from Bandera County, and I was just, I was laughing. Hey Seashells. Hey Leslie. I was laughing. Was I not telling you that earlier? How Jess had me cracking up with the comment?
you did. You certainly did.
Let me turn this music down.
Hey, Teresa.
So this is probably going to be my last live on Kiely until we hear more information. But Kaz and I'm brain dead. From specs in the car to pictures that were sent of close-ups of the party and a couple of new things that came out tonight. Do you want to start off real fast, Kaz, with the lady who called Nevada County Sheriff's Office regarding the tow truck driver?
Yes, very interesting.
And then I put a picture slideshow together of the car and the circle of some interesting things that Kaz and I figured out. Like both mirrors were definitely intact before that car was pulled out of the water.
Yeah. A lady rang the Nevada Sheriff's Office because she was wondering whether or not she was curious, wanted to know if they were going to put any kind of update out there. And she was told that they haven't got anything to update on as yet. But she also asked about this tow truck driver video that was out. And he said that
Hey, Danny.
the roadside assistant tip that AWP had on their video is legit because sorry, I've got a right tickle in my throat today, because the sergeant that she spoke to was there when the tip was handed in. Now, whether that has been proven or debunked, of course they're not going to tell us.
Yeah.
But Ellie are very much aware about the tow truck drivers.
But this is only from this source. We don't know if this is true or if this source spoke to anyone or if they did, but this is just something that we saw that we were going to share with you. Like, how legit is it? I don't know. But it was interesting.
Yes, Jess, I got your email, sweetheart. It would be easier if I call you via Discord, then it costs neither of us anything. That's why I want you in Discord, baby girl.
So after the day of thinking, guys, what do you guys think about the tow truck driver and his story? Do you feel that he is legit or do you feel that he is not legit? What do you think about the tow truck driver, Kaz?
Well, I think what he saw was legitimately okay. I question the fact that he thinks it's Kylie. I don't believe that. Does he think it may have looked like her? Possibly. Um, but, you know, I don't know. I'm in two minds. I mean, one half of my brain is saying, oh, Kaz, don't be ridiculous. That would mean that Kylie was alive the following day and it was all a farce and she, the accident or whatever happened to her, foul play, happened, you know, on the Saturday after 11 a.m. Then my logical brain's saying, but, you know, it's conflicting.
And yes, I actually do believe today was her birthday, and I was going to not do the live, and I thought I was trying to push it like closer to 11, feeling a little guilty. Happy birthday, Kylie. Rest in peace. Like, it's just so sad. You can't even, she would have turned 17 years old.
W, did we hear about the second boyfriend?
We're going to get into that.
Yes,
Yeah, we have heard that Kylie supposedly dated the guy that gave the 15-year-old the fentanyl that she overdosed in Roseville. Yes, we did hear that rumor.
yeah.
So I got a picture.
Mm. Yeah,
First,
Shelley,
I want to
because,
start. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh, sorry, no, that's my bad. Should have waited.
No, no. I want to replay the video with Jagger, and then I want to show you guys a couple pictures. And I'm just going to go to where it's him talking. Because I never noticed the acne or the freckles, but he's got them. Let this load for a second. I guess my internet's like, you're getting low, girl. Get off the computer.
All right, while you're doing that, I just want to speak to what Teresa said on here. Teresa said, why didn't he come earlier to law enforcement? Well, apparently he did. he, as soon as he saw the flyer in Truckee, he actually did go to law enforcement, pretty much. Uh,
He supposedly went to law enforcement before he went to AWP.
correct.
So he claims that he went to law enforcement 11 days after he saw the car, which would have been on the 6th or the 7th. Let's just go to little Jagger right here.
She responded to what I was saying and just said, oh, I'm sorry that you're going through that. And that was the last marriage from her.
Kylie's close friend Kate Kuno says they spent the afternoon together on Friday,
And he's
just
tall.
hours before.
She responded to what I was saying and just said, oh, I'm sorry that you're going through that. And that was the last marriage from her.
But the only thing with him is he's got a couple of freckles or something on the right side of his face, but by no means to me does he have acne. Hello, Queen. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Liminal. Hey, Tommy C. I still believe that if it was Kylie's car, if there's audio and video, I still believe that it was somebody else that was trying to make that tow truck driver think that it was Kylie. Asking about the seatbelt. How are you going to close the seatbelt? How do you, like, if you're driving a car at 16 years old, why are you asking how do you buckle your seatbelt correctly? Hey, 27. Hey, Moonshadow. Do you see? I don't think Kate had anything to do with this.
No. And if you've been driving an automatic car for quite a while, you know darn well you have to put it in park to start. Just like mine is what you call a stick shift, and you have to have your foot in the clutch to start it, otherwise it won't start. Once you've been driving a car and are familiar with it, you know how to start the car.
Mm-hmm. But don't you kind of think, like, when you know that you're going to do something, so what you kind of do is maybe they went out there to one, try to make them think that they were still alive, or she was still alive after the party, and that they were trying to put her, in my opinion, with a Jagger. So this picture is a picture that was sent from the same picture that night, the lineup, to where they are saying that they think that this guy right here could be Jagger at the party.
Yeah, but we
Hey,
don't think so.
Darlene. Hey, Grammy. All-wheel drive will start in every gear except for park. Now, how I know that is because my ex-husband owns 3 Goodyear franchises in South Florida, and I asked him about the specs, the model number, and we're going to show you guys some specs. Like, I've racked my brain with cubic feet to inches. Like, I am nuts. Kiely being 5'7". I have a slideshow of the pictures from AWP of what we found and little things that we circled. And so, but do you remember the video, guys, that I showed you off of Sammy's Twitter of the other kid that I thought looked like he could pass for Jagger? Let me show you his picture. We do know what his name is. His name is Wiley. Now, these 2 boys, 3 boys that are in the TikTok with Sammy that I showed you guys yesterday, they're all from Truckee too. We know their names now, but they all closed their TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
So this kid is wearing a hat white backwards and darker in the front. The kid at the party that we just looked at seems to have a white hat on and a darker in the back. Looks black, but Kaz, and it could be the lighting of the glow sticks.
Correct.
Hey, Raul, my elderly cats. Hi, Susie. Yeah, I think though toxicology and how long she was in there and water being in her lungs. But let me pull up this. Like, I don't know, this kid right here, to me, and he does have more acne on his face than Jagger. Tall, thin. I don't know. Maybe this is the one that was out at the car with them. Or is Jagger in on it? Leonard Love says her Ford Escape will not start in neutral. Let me do a side by side. I don't know, because I think this kid right here at the party is really, really skinny. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm skinny too. But, and I'm going to have to redo this video so that we can actually see this kid's Adam apple. So let me pull up these pictures. I mean, this kid on the left, I'm sorry, but he looks thin. What do you think about him? Like, Kaz, like, you see the Adam apple and how thin his neck is?
Yeah, he is slim. Yeah.
And he's got the shoulders kind of going forward a little bit unless he's leaning in. But he definitely has a definite Adam's apple. But the hair length is the same. The cap is a white net cap, and he's wearing a white net cap. Just an observation I made, guys. Not saying it's him, but I'm saying it might have a better chance of being him than Jagger.
Yeah.
I think Jagger's a little not as skinny as that kid in that picture from the party. Okay. Let me start my little video. All the pictures I put together. And then we're going to talk about the specs. And we're going to wrap it up, Cass. And I have a very important phone call at 11:40 tonight. With Echo Lloyd's best friend.
Hey Raybird, how are you, doll? Ma, were you showing some pics that you weren't sharing your screen? Because we didn't see anything.
No, I was talking about the kid from... You didn't see the pictures?
No, darling, you didn't show anything on us.
Yeah, I shared my whole screen.
Didn't come up.
Okay, hang on. Are you sure you don't need to get your eyeballs checked? I'm only kidding.
Well, yes, I do. I could do with 2 new eyes, actually.
That's what I told Andy tonight. I'm like, I don't know if I need to get my eyeballs checked or her bigger phone. All right, let me get this over here. 1 sec. Oh, Kaz, also,
What?
that one, the flower gangster at Jagger.
Yes.
Did you want to read that also?
I will certainly do that. Queen, just before I do, Queen of Asane, Ma, who is Echo. Would you like to explain who is Echo? Or would you like
I think you would probably be able to explain who Echo Lloyd is.
Okay. Echo Lloyd is a very lovely lady who disappeared from Montana. And her daughter...
Missouri.
Missouri. I could get the M's mixed up.
Just a little bit north of the cannibal farm where Cassidy Rainwater went missing.
Yeah. And her daughter's been frantically looking for her ever since she disappeared. She left without her medication. She left.
Do you
without
see this,
car.
Kaz?
Yes, we do now.
Okay.
It's a side by side.
Yeah, and even though the writing is here, you can see that this kid's neck is not as thin as this kid's neck. Unless it's the black and the lighting, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the hair length is the same and the white cap being forward and one's backwards. I don't know if kids wear it backwards and don't wear it forward. That I do not know. That I don't know.
If only we had a nose on the left.
Yeah, I don't know. This kid's got a skinny neck. His neck is not that skinny.
No.
So that was my observation as far as that being that kid.
Okay. I'll pull up the other. Oh. Have you got a copy of this post?
I do.
Okay. If you want to pull it up, and I will read it.
I'm pulling it up.
As soon as I see you pull it up. Okay. This was a communication on Instagram between Jagger and a person called Flower Gangster. And I just thought it was really weird what Jagger's answer was. I mean, you could read into it different things, but Flower Gangster says, don't panic or anything, but I mean, and then they're talking about the tow driver conversation.
Ooh,
that was my phone going on. Don't panic or anything, but I mean, he described a guy exactly as you. Even said he had a black flat-rimmed hat on with SF on it, brown hair that came out from under it, taller but shorter than 6'3". Now we found out that Jagger's actually 6 foot, skinny and had acne or moles on his face, and said he was with a chick who looked like Kiely, but couldn't say that was definitely her. She was wearing a light grey hoodie only said that they seemed uneasy and asked a lot of suspicious questions. Don't panic or do anything that'll make it more suspicious by blocking your account. You have a good solid alibi, right? So you're good? And Jagger replies by, yeah, well, she never even called roadside assistance, and I live 4 hours away, so I'm not really worried. Let the people think what they think. I thought, well, why did you reply back like that? That was just, in my opinion, just really weird reply. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, the whole I was 4 hours away. Let people think what they think. I mean, but he's 18 years old, so I don't know how 18 thinks anymore.
No, just a bit bizarre.
Okay, so I put together a video. I did a lot of screenshots of the AWP. I tried to do it in 4K.
Yeah.
Um,
Poor Ma was
where?
working a little tush off.
Yeah, before I went to work. Okay, there's no sound, guys. It's literally just a video, and it's just of the sequence of the pictures and a couple of things that I found that I circled. I looked with a magnifying glass, guys. I did it high res 4K. I uploaded it, so let's see if we can see difference. But I did find a couple interesting little things. I saw a lot of fish this time too.
All right, while you're doing that, Mara, I need to call back this person who called me.
So I'm not going to pause it, guys. I'm honestly just going to let it play out. It's just picture, but I will pause it on a couple little things that I found. Couldn't find a phone. So was Jared the one that confirmed that there was a perfume bottle in the car? Okay, this right here. Let me just go back. That was. So there's the Ram. Oh, there's the Ram sticker that Sammy said was on the back of the car. Some people don't think there's a tow truck driver, and some people think there is. Jagger may have heard of the roadside from Kiely's mom when he stayed with the family after the incident. Yeah, I don't know what to think of this. I'm just waiting to see. I mean, honestly, if there was foul play and that was Kiely's car and it was someone else, you would have thought that there would have been an arrest, maybe, or maybe they're questioning her. But I don't know if we would know about that. So we can see the driver's side window is not broken, but the back one is down halfway. What did Marilyn say? So then I blew that up coming back from that little side picture. I mean, is that like a makeup brush or like what is that? I mean, how would a makeup brush just be laying on the ceiling with the car full of water? You see that thing back there? I was like, what is that? And then I kind of blew it up, but the pixels just don't do good. And that was the previous trying to blow it up just to kind of get a shape or an idea of what it is. And then he says he sees a pair of shoes. And then Kiely's back there. Oh, so sad. I mean, some of the pictures you can almost think that you can see her and it's sad and it's scary. You don't want to look, but it's like, my gosh. One picture I thought I honestly saw her face. And that to me, it looked like a shoe, like a white tennis shoe, but I don't know what color shoes she had on. And then the Truly. Hey, Allison. Hey, Raybird. Hey, Gamer Guy. And that was the end. But I searched, and they're showing that was the driver's side mirror. But they did say the passenger side window was busted out. And that white thing back there, I can't figure out what that is. And there's the back window. And the sad part is that she seems to be in the back passenger side of that back area from where they blur out the pictures. Just devastating. Yeah, it is hard to see. Like, I totally did 4K. I brought the resolution. Like, I didn't touch any of the colors or anything. I just did a, like, to where you enhance the photo. I just brought it up to try to get it a little more clear, but I can't. Makeup brush. I see a visor. I see a phone charger, some type of white material. I think if the airbags opened, we would see them flapping around. Okay. So I was curious. You guys are going to think I'm crazy on this one, but I'm going to talk about this. Okay. So Kiely is 5'7". I went through, and I'm going to show you the page one sec. I honestly think that Kaz thinks I'm crazy after today too, guys. So, because I was trying to figure out like the inches and how it would be for her to get to the back if she was in the front. I do not believe she was in the front though. Then I started looking into like the airbag systems in her car and ooh, how much pressure and what it would take for the airbags to open because she had rollover airbags as well. But it's the front airbags not opening that I thought was kind of strange. Okay, here it is.
Sorry about that.
I told you I drove you crazy with the specs today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Airbags, you know.
All right. So we know Kiely was 5'7", right?
Mm.
So in the specs of her car, that she has the LX. So I went down and I was so curious to see how big that back part was because I don't know how big it is in the CRV, and I have pictures too. So I came back in here so we know it's an all-wheel drive, and from what was said, you can roll that car in any gear but the brake. And then where is the seating? I always pass it. Let me go back up. The back cubic feet area. Where is that? Here we go. The cargo volume, cubic feet, rear seat up and rear seat down. You're going to 37.2 and 70.9. The 37.2 is estimated about 2.5 feet long, 2.5 feet high, and 2.5 feet back. Now, they could be different lengths and stuff like that, but that's basically the summary of the size of the back of the Honda Civic. And that's enough room to definitely have a couple people in that back hatch. Hey, Mystic Firefly, right? 2.5 by 2.5, but it won't be that exact size. It might be 1.5. You know what I'm saying, Kaz? Like the height
It would
might
be a
not
very
be.
tight squeeze.
but that is actually the space, and I've got pictures of the back of the Honda. So then cows go into the, oh, these, we've watched so many crash dummies.
Oh,
We go into the, okay, so in this car, she's got dual stage multiple threshold front airbags, SRS. She's got front side airbags with passenger side occupant position detection system. Now we know the OPDS is a sensor that puts the weight onto the seat. So if you're in the back seat and you're an adult size and you're sitting back there, the airbags will deploy. If you're a child or under the weight, the airbags will not deploy. It's like a sensor type of deal. Then
mhm,
they have the side curtain airbags with rollover sensor. Now,
mhm,
if the electrical system went out, I do not know if that would have happened, but these airbags right here from this company in this car, airbags deploy when the vehicle crashes at speeds greater than 20 to 30 km an hour. And Kaz told me what that was in mph, but I forgot already.
It's 30
Therefore,
miles, 30 miles per hour.
so 30 miles per hour. Therefore, it won't needlessly expand during weaker impacts. And not only does one sensor have to go off, but a couple of sensors have to go off in order for the airbag to open.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So obviously the airbags didn't open. Obviously she didn't go into that lake faster than 30 miles an hour or under 30 miles an hour. Doug said what was what, Laura? Yes. So then Kiely being 5'7". So then we went over the seat, how tall her seats are. So
Yes.
her seats going off of the chart here and the height of Kiely and everything. I had to Mr. Bang had to give me a lot of these answers. She had about 9 to 12 inches roughly on top of those seats to get over into the back of the seat.
Yeah. Yeah. Malin, apparently, depending on the year that the CRV was manufactured, Honda had a lot of problems with the airbags deploying, and they had recalls on a lot.
Okay. This is the actual back of her car. Not her car, but the exact model. Hey, Devious. Hey, Sassy Patriot. So, if let's just say the tow truck driver was right, and she's in the back of this car, I mean, is the screen pulled over? Like, I have so much, like, why did the tow truck driver have to come into play and confuse me? That is the actual size and back of her year and make and model of her car. And I mean, it's not a lot of room, but if that little thing is not down on that top picture, it's definitely enough room to get a couple kids back there. But then again, why would she move into that far back area with the window up when she's passing a window right behind her that's open?
Correct. And the two back windows that are in the hatch portion are fixed. Anyway, it's only the back passenger windows that are able to open and close.
Yeah, that back window on hers does not slide up or down, but what it does do is it gives that little pop out to where you can pop the window out like maybe 3 to 4 inches or something.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is the back seats were up. Yes, which gives it less room. So, what if the tow truck driver is right? And what if two people were out there trying to portray Kiely and Jagger to throw off whatever? And I mean, what if you know what? I still am not going to say that there's no possible way that car was put in Prosser Reservoir after that team searched it.
Yeah.
I agree. Hey, Alessia. Oh, yes. So we figured it out. Like Alessia, I went through the specs on this car like you can't even imagine, and I called somebody who is very good at cars and knows what's going on. And it is roughly, give or take a couple inches or whatever, 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet is the cubic feet of the back of that 2013 um, CRV LX. So she would have had about 12 to, what was it, 12 to 19 inches?
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, Teresa, rest in heaven.
So let me see what else. It was the Carfax, the side of the car, the ratings, and then the airbags deploying. But I'll tell you what, guys, I'm always going to go back to this right here. I do not believe that I don't want to know what drugs were in her system. I want to know if she was alive going into that water or if she was passed out going into that water. Like, I want to know she did not go into the back of that hatch. She didn't swim. If she was coherent enough to swim to the back of the car because it was sinking, then why not just go out the door, the window?
Exactly.
This right here to me said it all. And where's Sammy been?
Well, this
Where
is
has
right.
Sammy been? I agree. I said it before the tow truck driver came out. I said, I just can't imagine a team in 14 feet of water. And you would think if we go back and look at that map of where they found her, the smart move would have been to check every road that led into the water, every access point. I mean, wouldn't that be the first thing that you would do? Hey, Patrick. Hey, BTU.
Well, one would think so.
Okay. So if you're going to try to go and search all access points going into that water, you are not, I mean, people are like, oh, why would they go 50 yards off the shoreline? Well, I'm sure people that are smart and work with this stuff and do this for a living and crash dummies and forensic traffic, I don't know. You would know how far a car would go. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people know this stuff. They're smart.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you search 50 yards off the shore? I mean 50 feet off the shoreline. What is 50 feet?
Yeah. It's not far.
Hey Brown Betty. Hey Mystic Firefly. So right?
Mm.
And I keep going back to this and the bruises on her arm now. The one phone call that came into AWP that so and so had a fight, but I don't know about the Elsa thing. I mean, she fell in a hole. Who
Well,
believes?
well, that's what's out there on the timeline. I don't know if everybody's seen that or not.
Not here, Patrick. We
No.
we love what everybody thinks and everyone's opinion, and we don't see that you have to hate on people because they don't ride the same train that you ride. This is the
Exactly.
crazy train, guys. Sometimes it's the little bus. I'm only kidding. Okay, let me read. Let me. No, I mean, you can't take this away. Remember everything. that said they're not close friends, they're not this, they're not that. In the first interview, she said that there were no older guys, it was only kids from the schools, blah, blah, blah. But this is the part that bothers me. And we were talking just random stuff. It's kind of hard to remember. This is the reason why they went back to her car. We would go back to her car to get some alcohol sometimes, and then we went to her car to charge her phone. That is just okay. And we were talking about just random stuff. It's kind of hard to remember. We were talking about texting her mom and her charging her phone. Well, you went back to charge her phone because at this time it was around the time that she did supposedly text her mother and just about the party in general. And then we had a few other friends in the car. I would love to know and talk to these few other friends. And then we all decided to go back to the party. And then we were around there for a bit. I had asked her for a ride home when we were in the car because my ride was leaving and I wanted to stay at the party longer. And so when we ended up splitting up in the party because I wanted to go find another ride when we got back into the party after leaving the car so that we could sorry my mind is yeah, there were friendly fights going on, like we had boxing gloves. It wasn't anybody that had any drama. So why is there not one picture of this boxing party? They weren't enemies or anything. So that part is we all know. And she does not currently have a boyfriend. She's rocking the single life like we used to say. She just like we used to say. She just wanted to be open and single and have fun as a kid. So then it comes here. My favorite part. Where's the part where she talks about the car and the driving? With the horns. Anyways, the part where she gets in the car and she's driving and she calls her. And if you're out there and you can hear this, please fight. Keep fighting. Don't give up. We will not stop working. I will stay up day and night. I have her completely. I have her completely. We want you home. Yeah. But I'm going to give her the most love that she ever felt. I hope she knows she's loved. This whole community is looking for her. And when I see her, I'm going to absolutely tackle her to the ground. What is a boba? I just want to drink a boba with her again and laugh and tell a story.
No
This
idea.
is somebody who is not a close friend. Somebody she parties with. Hey, Tensi. Does she seem like the kid that parties a lot? To anybody, or is it just me and I think she's a good girl? Oh, we know who she is.
Yeah, Alicia, we actually did a background check on
Yeah.
Samantha, and we can categorically
Oh,
tell you,
T.
you know exactly who she is, who her parents are, and yes, one parent is an attorney, and the other one, they had a PI company, but it's no longer current, the company that they had.
Remember, her father is 75 years old.
Yeah. They were late having her.
So, the question I ask, let me find this Prosser. Oh no, I'm looking for, can you drop Sammy's address in the back, Kaz? Oh wait, I think I saved it. 1 second. Oh, it's on a note card. Just what was the name of her street?
You want to check?
Because I'm gonna show the street, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to show you guys how close Mags and Sam live together. Hey, Mucho Taco. Hey, Leanne.
Oh, Bogo is a drink you get and a mole with the balls in it. Okay.
Actually, I just pulled up Anna Larson's report earlier. And since she lives on the same street.
Well, they live a couple of doors away, don't they? But I've got the address. I'll just pop it in front of them.
Yeah. Oh, they definitely live a couple of doors away. Let me get Anna's too so I can show you exactly how close they live. But I am curious now about I'm curious about a lot of things, but I'm really curious about the tow truck driver. And if that video, what I pray that that is what happened and that video's out there. And I'm also praying that the kids did not realize or even think about the fact that maybe they had video surveillance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't see chat real quick. I'm looking for, here she is. Let me get this address real quick, guys.
My fingers aren't working properly.
All as I need really is the house number to
Yeah.
Sammy.
11225.
Hey, Dana, give us 1 minute, hun. Our guest is here, but we're not bringing her on the live tonight, guys. Give us 1 minute, Dana, and we're going to wrap this up. So let me show you guys where they live. And like I said, I am going to look into those three boys, that Wiley and the other ones, and I'm going to find Mag's boyfriend. But then I realized, where did she go?
I don't know.
Okay, so, okay, so we can see Hunter's Leap, I'm sorry, guys. So this little loop right here is Hunter's Loop, okay? Right here, around right here is Sammy's house. And right over here, around over here, I think it's this one, is where Anna Larson and Mags live. This is the distance that these two girls grew up. And remember, guys, they wear 11125. Hang on a second.
11225.
Yeah. So 11125, 11151, 11121, 1112. Okay. So right about here. So we're going from here to here. This is the distance of where the two goes. Sammy, Max. Basic area. Not the exact house, guys, but basic area right there. They grew up on the same street. They wear matching necklaces. Sammy's got lots of bruises on her. Mags left with her boyfriend, Ross, a.k.a. Steve. Got me looking for 35 hours at kids that age in Truckee. I was watching graduations from Truckee, Tahoe. Oh, gosh. Magdalene Larson, absolutely. Yes, it is, Devious. It is her birthday. But I thought that was interesting with the mirrors being intact. So now we know the driver's side got beaten up from being pulled out of the water. The passenger side window was already beaten out. The back driver rear side was down halfway. I'm telling you, she didn't just go leaving the campground drunk alone and lose her direction, because I truly believe if she hit that water going like she was driving, I don't know if you'd be driving down 30 miles, but I know I live in the roads. Kaz will tell you I live up in the mountains. I live on winding roads. Like, I think I scare Kaz on video calls driving with her and my and the phone holder. It's like a roller coaster ride, but I get it. But these two girls grew up close together, and I feel like I don't agree, Modine, but I will accept what you. I respect your what you feel. Hey, constantly criminal. Yes. Well, I don't know. Made friends. From what I heard about the truth about that was that when they met, or 9 years old, Anna and I always forget Kylie's mom's name. I know Neiman, Leslie, Kaz, Leslie,
Lindsay.
Lindsay. So I know that when they met, Lindsay and Anna became good friends, and I think because of the kids being around the same age, they kind of put them together to be friends. Is that what basically the
Yeah,
story is? And they
something
would
like that. Yeah.
vacation together and stuff. Oh, I don't mind disagreeing with people, and I'm not going to sit here and say you're wrong, I'm right. Like I'm not. I don't even know who's right. I just like to throw out ideas, do some science on, numbers and her size and coming out that 12 to 19 inches in the back. Like I don't. I think the panic of the water coming in, getting through there. I just would have went. But remember, even this. But at the end of the day, forget about the back window being busted out. If she was in the driver's seat and she drove her car down into that bankment and went into the water at 14 feet, also if she was I measured the car is a little over 5 feet. Kylie was 5'7". That would have left a little bit about 3 feet above her if she was standing on the top of that car. Okay, we're not talking about we're going to the end of like where the Titanic was found. I get this. But the passenger window was bashed out when AWP showed up.
Yeah.
So you got the passenger window to get out, and you've got the back one halfway down. So was the window rolled halfway down because of the fact that they wanted water to come into the car quicker? It's going to be a lot. But like I said, unless something breaking comes out and footage of the tow truck driver saw, which I doubt we'll see. Hi Charlena, hi Mitch. I'm going to wait for what's next unless something big and different pops out. But I don't think she would have gone over those seats in a panic of 12 to 9 inches.
No. And
And I
Mystic
don't.
Five. Sorry, Mum. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Mystic Firefly. The lady who set up the GoFundMe is a very good friend of Lindsay's. The lady is actually a real estate broker out in Truckee, and she's the one who set up the GoFundMe for the family to raise money to get the reward to go up higher.
Right. And I feel bad. I heard that people are really going hard to Adventures with Purpose because they put that video behind a membership. Well,
Oh,
I am totally okay with that because of the fact that doing some research on that sonar machine he was using and knowing that it actually cost like 13.2K. And if they have members that are paying monthly memberships, I do not consider them putting that behind a paywall. I consider that giving them something for what their members pay for. That's my opinion. And if other people feel that what they did was wrong and they put it behind a paywall and they should have waited till after the fact, then I accept that also. Hey, Selena. Hey, Kimberly. But in my opinion, I didn't see anything wrong with that. I didn't consider it behind the paywall. I considered it for the members.
yeah, same. Patrick, that name you
Sammy is
post.
my girlfriend. Hey, Jagger's my boyfriend, so I'm telling on you, Mo.
Ma, stop taking things off the screen, woman.
Okay, why don't you slap my fingers? Okay, listen, guys, listen. I'm going to slap my finger for you. Cam and I, Kaz and I are going to start camming up. I do cam up, guys. If you've seen me on videos, you know that I do cam up, but I have to get myself a little cute backdrop. Backdrop. I can't even talk. Is it close to midnight? Yes, I'm turning into a pumpkin. Backdrop. And my cute little RV. Living the good life like Dre McCrae.
Can you be quiet for a moment, please? Mystic, who's Nate Tetzler? Can you put it in chat who that is, please?
Let's all. So let me call Echo's friend real quick. I'm gonna.
Well, yeah, well, you do.
Why
that.
she answers, but let me. Another weird thing. So the guy, we went over this. The guy in Roseville with the 13. You know what?
That's a different Nate. I want to know who this Nate is.
Rose. And what was that other message that? Oh, that was in. Okay. So, Roseville. Now, isn't it?
Okay. Thank you, Mystic. This Nate dude was at the party with Kiely, apparently.
Oh, she's back. Okay. Give us
all right, Dana.
We'll
be 2 minutes.
We'll be 2 minutes, Dana. 2 minutes.
Don't go away.
Anywhere. Last part, I want to show something. So I'm not going to play the video. So the overdose death of 15-year-old believed to be fentanyl related. So police said the teenager died June 21st, and that the investigations are looking to her activity, any information. So the two suspects, Derek R. Janitas, Troy C. Tucker. Wait, is this a different article? Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
No, because this is a 15-year-old girl. Let me see one thing real quick. Because I actually showed you guys his face.
Yeah. It's Nate.
So the rumor is.
Today, but I think it's a different Nate, is what Mystic is saying.
Everyone in the chat that knows who Echo Lloyd is, please put in a 1. I'm just curious who knows who Echo Lloyd is right here, right now. So supposedly he was an ex-boyfriend to Kiely. Me personally, I don't believe it for 1 second. Not for 1 second.
Teresa knows, Matt knows, Jane knows, Lana knows.
I don't believe it for 1 second.
Jane knows.
Danny thinks that maybe Kiely would. I don't know. Kiely just seemed like a good kid, and we have to remember too, she wasn't going to that party that night. I totally believe that somebody talked her into going. She should have went to the, all the what ifs. Anyways, guys, that is all we have for tonight. But we're gonna look into those 3 amigos that Sammy hangs out with, and we are definitely going to figure out who Mag's boyfriend is.
Yeah.
Hey, Michigan. Hey, Aileen. But with that, I think it's a wrap. Kaz, thank you. Kazaroo, I love you. Okay, next, hello. Hey, Delmar.
Thanks for all the mods. Thanks for everybody coming in.
Yes, thank you. Also, real quick, members, send us an email and let us know what time book club works for you guys, because we want to definitely get a time that works for everyone. We can do afternoon. We can figure it out. Something. Just let us know what time works for you. It's an hour and a half. Hey, Michigan girl, King Scarlet News. Okay, I'm going to sit here and talk all night. Hey, Leanne. All right, guys, stay vigilant and keep your baby safe.
Bye.
Kaz, love you. See you later.
Love you too. Ciao.